1 in 3 entrepreneurs has ADHD. Elon Musk, Richard Branson, Michael Dell. They're not succeeding despite their disorder. They're building billion-dollar empires by leveraging the exact traits psychiatry says are broken. What if we've been asking the wrong question? The traditional approach to ADHD: your brain doesn't work right. Here are strategies to make you function like a normal person. Time blocking, importance-based prioritization, sustained focus through willpower. For ADHD minds, this is like asking a left-handed person to only use their right hand. Technically possible, exhausting, unsustainable. And here's the real problem. These fixes suppress the very capabilities that make ADHD minds extraordinary. Let me explain what I mean. ADHD brains operate with 125% lower baseline dopamine. Standard interpretation, deficit, needs medication. Better interpretation, this creates a highly sensitive filtering system tuned to detect interest, novelty, challenge, urgency, aka the exact conditions that drive innovation. Think about it. Neurotypical minds can sustain attention based on importance alone. ADHD minds require intrinsic interest for optimal function. This isn't a bug. It's a sophisticated system that naturally steers you away from soul-crushing busy work and toward genuinely meaningful problems. But wait, what about distractibility? Here's where it gets fascinating. The same neural wiring that makes ADHD minds easily distracted also enables rapid pattern recognition across diverse information sources. You're not broken. You're built to see connections others miss. A quick example from the research. ADHD attention operates in cycles, intense hyperfocus followed by broad scanning. We call this disordered, but this pattern mirrors the natural rhythm of creative and strategic thinking. Deep exploration, broad integration, breakthrough insight. So here's the radical reframe. ADHD is not a collection of deficits. It's a complete cognitive architecture with different neurochemical substrate, interest-based processing system, variable attention capabilities, enhanced pattern recognition, different, not broken. Which brings us to the core problem with traditional ADHD management: internal compensation. You're told to fix yourself from the inside out. Overcome your distractibility, force yourself to care about boring tasks, develop discipline, build willpower. This is backwards. The breakthrough insight: instead of forcing ADHD minds to adapt internally, create external systems that match the architecture. David Neilman, founder of 5 Airlines, 3.9B net worth. My assistant keeps my calendar. I have no idea what I'm doing day to day. He built an empire by hiring for his cognitive gaps. Let me give you 7 principles that flip the script. 1. Externalization over internal compensation. Move working memory to AI tools. Move time management to visual systems. Move attention regulation to environmental design. Your brain's job: create, strategize, innovate. 2. Interest-driven engagement. Stop forcing yourself to care. Structure your life around what naturally energizes you. Find the compelling angle in necessary tasks. Use artificial urgency when intrinsic interest is low. Work with your nervous system, not against it. 3. Neurochemical foundation support. Exercise isn't optional, it's infrastructure. 15-30 minutes of intense activity before important work floods your brain with dopamine and norepinephrine. Effect size: 1.15, often exceeds medication. Peter Shankman writes 10,000 words in 30 minutes after skydiving. BEPT, constraint enhancement transformation. Flip your weaknesses. Time blindness, flow-based scheduling, attention variability, strategic hyperfocus capability, working memory limits, expertise in delegation, sensory sensitivity, environmental optimization skills. Your constraints become your competitive edge. 5. Environmental design over willpower. Optimize your sensory environment. Soft lighting, not fluorescent. White-brown noise for attention regulation. Single-tab browser extensions. Carefully curated physical spaces. 30% productivity boost from environmental optimization alone. 6. Rhythmic oscillation over forced consistency. ADHD minds don't do steady state. You perform better with intense focus periods plus recovery breaks. Energy-matched task selection. Sustainable rhythms, not forced consistency. Sprint, rest, repeat. 7. Emergence enablement over rigid control. Allow hyperfocus to arise naturally. Follow interesting tangents. Design flexible systems that adapt to changing energy. The best work happens when you stop trying to control everything and start creating conditions for flow. Here's what this looks like in practice. Strategic attention switching. Add 25% buffer time to schedules, 5-minute transition breaks between tasks, visual time cues, analog clocks. Attention bridges to ease context switching. Hyperfocus utilization. Instead of fighting attention variability, engineer it. Identify your hyperfocus triggers. High challenge, prelude, tight deadline. Novel problem. Creative puzzle. Create hyperfocus launch protocols. Then surf the wave. Delegation and AI integration. Systematically externalize executive function. Hire assistants for working memory tasks. Use AI for organization and planning. Build collaborative systems around others' strengths. Design cognitive prosthetics for routine tasks. Project momentum architecture. ADHD brains crave completion satisfaction. So give it to them. Break projects into 15-minute dopamine hit segments. Create artificial completion points every 25 minutes. Use physical tokens to track progress. Achievement unlocks for milestones. Emotional state-dependent productivity. Match tasks to energy states. High energy, creative, strategic work. Medium energy, execution. Low energy, administrative tasks. Irritable energy, organizing. Stop fighting your state. Use it. Now, here's why this matters beyond personal productivity. When ADHD minds operate in properly designed systems, they don't just achieve normal performance. They often exceed neurotypical capabilities in crucial areas. Creative problem solving? ADHD's pattern recognition excels in ambiguous situations. Rapid adaptation? That distractibility enables quick pivoting. Intense focus? Hyperfocus produces breakthrough results. High energy execution? Extraordinary enthusiasm for aligned work. This explains the entrepreneurial advantage perfectly. Startup success requires interest-driven motivation, passion. Hyperfocus ability, intense dedication. Pattern recognition, spotting opportunities. Creative problem-solving, novel challenges. Rapid adaptation, pivoting. ADHD cognitive architecture is optimized for this. The integration of AI tools makes this even more powerful. AI can handle scheduling, organization, routine decisions, memory tasks, preserving your mental resources for strategy, creativity, innovation, the exact work where ADHD minds dominate. Here's the profound implication. Cognitive diversity isn't a liability requiring accommodation. It's a competitive advantage requiring optimization. Organizations that design systems for different cognitive architectures will outperform those forcing universal approaches. The ADHD success stories reveal a crucial truth. What we label disorders often represent different cognitive architectures with unique strengths. The key isn't forcing these minds to operate like neurotypical ones. It's creating systems that amplify their natural capabilities. This reframe transforms everything. From ADHD is a limitation to overcome, to ADHD is a cognitive architecture to optimize. From what do ADHD minds struggle with, to what do they excel at when properly supported? From problem requiring solutions to resource requiring cultivation. The future belongs to those who can design systems that unleash the unique capabilities of every cognitive architecture. In this future, ADHD minds won't be seen as disordered. They'll be recognized as differently ordered, with patterns optimized for creativity, innovation, and breakthrough thinking. The question isn't how to fix ADHD minds. The question is how to build a world that lets them soar. If this resonates, I'd love to hear. What's one weakness you've transformed into a strength by changing your system instead of yourself?